and welcome back to another segment of Rate the Leadership. I am your host, Jai Mays, and of course, I have my big, strong, handsome husband today because we have a great show. The last time I said lovely, he's like, don't call me lovely. I'm a man. I said, okay, I won't do that again. So
no loveliness here.
Anyway, I just love our, the props here that hubby made us for the thumbs up and the thumbs down. And so we have a great segment for you today. Today, we are going to watch the Democrats continue to melt down, but this time over Elon Musk. And my husband and I, we were just talking like, this is crazy. He's finding all kind of ways, and they are just having a meltdown about this. Why do you think?
I don't know. It's pretty strange that when someone's coming to help clean up your house, find out who's doing you wrong, who's stealing from you, they find a way to complain about someone wanting more, saying that they want money, or they're trying to, their whole motive is to take money from the American people. When I just watched Joe Biden do it for 4 years with 47 trillion or whatever it is, whatever that number is, it's very, very high.
Yes.
Like almost $50 trillion. And it's like, people, you don't understand that it's a game that, I mean, for me, it's a game. And it's just,
We're going to figure it out.
You better grab it from there because
okay.
I really don't like the Democrats.
Well, you used to be one, and then you left. In the last episode, we said, can the Democrats pull my husband back in? And I don't think they can, not even with picking the DNC chair. It was all messed up. But usually we do have our commandments above us. I'm still waiting on hubby to get these commandments down here for me, because we know that the commandments of the Lord are the foundation to good and great leadership. And I always like to go over some of the characteristics of a good leader. So I'm going to read some of those right now, which is communication, accountability, integrity. Self-awareness is the big one. And why I say self-awareness, because you've got to know when you've gone too far. You have to be self-aware.
Absolutely.
That so you're doing too much. Confidence, courage, delegation, empowerment, respect, transparency. That word transparency, I don't think the last administration was transparent. And now the new administration is transparent. Mm-hmm. And the old administration is having a full meltdown about the transparency.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really strange to me that this administration is showing humility too, because they don't have to try to call themselves disclosing anything to the American people. They don't have to really say anything.
They really don't.
They can do like the Biden administration, just don't say anything and just do all the nonsense and the drama and throw parties and stuff like that, and then distract the people with
Joe Biden,
entertainers. So
Kamala,
it's a little different thing going on here.
It is adaptability, innovation, collaboration, and here's the thing: collaboration. They don't even want to collaborate with the new administration.
Learning agility.
They don't even want to do that.
They don't want to learn anything. They don't want to. Literally have a sit down and, hey, this is what I'm trying to do. The reason why I'm kind of stuck, because it's like, it's easy to do.
Everything that they're doing is easy.
The problem is when you put all of these gender politics that they've threw up in there. So it's like really strange to me that why have gender politics and you're saying that anyway. Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Well, let's get started on this. You ready? Let's see the Dems break down. You've got your two here. I want you to rate these, okay?
I mean, I'm gonna take the red. I need the red.
You need the red.
Just give me that red.
It might be somebody in there with some good. We're gonna rate these speeches. They're protesting. The Democrats are protesting Elon Musk, and we all know the loudest is who gets the most attention. So let's just. I want to see hubby's reaction to this. Here we go, guys. I'm excited. Let's go. All right.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
We are here today as elected members of Congress. We're here today because an unelected billionaire and his team have been given full and unfettered access to all taxpayer money and our government. We just tried to enter the Treasury building as members of Congress, and we will, because we need to provide oversight to Elon Musk and his team. We don't know what they're doing behind these closed doors.
Yes, you do.
The people deserve transparency. The fact that an unelected billionaire has all your private information is a problem. He has access to all of our information, our Social Security numbers, the federal payment system, which means he's calling the shots on our taxpayer money. You mean to tell me a man worth over $400 billion is going to decide what happens with my grandma's Social Security check?
Yes.
Yes.
Sound like he knows what he's doing. Sound like we can expand grandma's Social Security check to something better than Social Security. Because Social Security is a scam. You have to be ignorant of this. This is old news. This is nothing new. I learned this years ago. Social Security was a scam. I've been got rid of the 401k and all that.
Why wouldn't you bring in someone who's smart enough? See, that's what you do in the business. When there is corruption, you bring in an outside consultant to clean up the corruption, to find where the waste is, to find how they can cut costs. That's what the consultants do.
Well, I mean, you guys have plenty of examples. I mean, we had so many shows like Undercover Boss and stuff like that. You had a show called Undercover Boss, and it came on whatever NBC, whatever show, whatever network came on. But the fact is that the boss of the company was like, "Hey, I'm gonna dress up undercover to kind of see where the waste is going on, see if they're living up to the standards of my company, my values, my core values of my company.
Correct.
Are you guys pushing forward things that I started with my bare hands? You know, my grandfather or my great grandpa, however the system is designed. Think about the system of America. It's a very old system, but it had a way that it worked, that it made sense. And then you had people that got into these positions in politics through politics, and they started corrupting the system, taking the money, getting personal gains out of it, taking the money and shooting it into all of these different. Look at the things that they're finding. That they're mad because someone's come with a fine-tooth comb.
I've got what they've been finding. Let me bring it up. Well, I'm gonna tell you what they've been finding real quick.
So they've been taking a fine-tooth comb and combing through things and finding that, hey man, I mean, think about efficiency. Look at how efficient SpaceX is, and Tesla and all these different companies that the boring company, these companies that ran by Elon Musk. Look at Vivek Ramaswamy, the guy he's put together. He knows how to run business. He's built his business to $1 billion corporation too. The people, why would you? I would want to know the example. Okay, what am I doing wrong so I can grow my business or my corporation called America into the best thing that it can be? Get rid of all of the nonsense, all of the people who are corrupt and who are lying to the people and stealing the money, saying that it's for whatever organization, but it's going to these different terror groups or whatever it is, or funding some nonsense of somebody kind of experiment on humans or animals or whatever they're doing. You have to use your brain in this situation, y'all. God, come on, man. You got to think. I mean,
I'm gonna keep going.
Man, I can keep going. Why? Because
I see. Okay, so we've got a long.
I just don't understand. I mean, I'm just trying to understand, like, why people upset that somebody's trying to come straighten up the business.
Well, because they don't understand business, and they don't understand that America right now is uninvestable and it is unprofitable.
She's bleeding like
okay, and so they have to clean this up. Anyway, let's keep going. Let's see what he's talking about. Nothing. Let's see.
There's absolutely no oversight as to what he's doing. What's to stop him from stealing taxpayer money?
He doesn't need.
No, he's mad because they not up in there stealing. They're mad
exactly.
Because, man, he's stealing, not stealing. That's what he's trying to say.
They're getting ready to uncover the steal.
The Muslim not stealing. They putting it. Are they getting the money back? This is what we need to grab our money back so we can put it back into the system because America don't sink. America's a sinking ship, y'all. It is a sinking ship.
It is a sinking
for real.
ship.
It started sinking with Barack Obama, but they don't want to talk about that part of the game. I remember Muhammad Ali said something a long time ago, and I always paid attention to things that he said. He said they asked him on a British Broadcasting Network had a show, and they asked him if he ever wanted to be president of the United States of America. He said if they ever made a black man president of the United States of America, that's like going down to the bottom of the ship and grabbing a man that you've been throwing coal in there all your life or all your career, and now they're telling you to come up there. Hey man, we're gonna make you captain.
So
he said, well, that ship is sinking. How they said the ship is sinking. You can't make me captain. The ship come and get me from the cold way at the bottom and then put me on top. And look what happened. That ship started sinking when they put Barack Obama up in there. Hey, he sunk the ship though. Man, come on. Anyways, that's another story.
Let's go.
Nothing. That is why we're here as House Democrats, to hold the line and fight for our constituents. Listen, they campaigned across the entire country, telling people they were going to fight for working people, but they lied. They were.
So they're not lying. They are working for the American people. What are they talking about?
I mean, they was there for the hurricane in North Carolina. They was there visiting the people in East Palestine, Ohio, when the train incident happened. They was there for different hurricane events in Florida and other places that we had natural disasters in our country, right? But I have never seen any of these Democratic people doing anything.
No, they just whining and complaining and fussing.
And being a victim.
Complaining and fussing.
Why are they still... They're mad because they lost. See, they're mad because they lost. And it's still the same. You see the rhetoric is the same thing. They're using the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you can't keep using the same play and think you're gonna make it to the Super Bowl. Keep using the same play. People read your play.
Yes, they do.
And they see you play, and then you can't keep playing people over and over and over and think people aren't going to understand the game. So, come on, man.
Going to use the government to further enrich these corrupt billionaires and corporations. They want
wait.
The reason we can't pay for health insurance, the reason we can't cover rent, the reason kids are dying on the streets due to gun violence.
Don't they have Democratic billionaires that donate to their funds and all that stuff like that? What your Democratic billionaires
the Democratic Party has the most billionaires.
And the most billionaires, yes.
And they're all, most of them,
like 98% of
allegedly, they're all villains.
I mean, they're like super villains. And it's mostly all these big Hollywood donors and stuff. Everybody's in the Hollywood and entertainment.
Soros,
everybody that run the news media.
Klaus Schwab, Bloomberg.
All the super villains are. They got all of them. They got the guild. Like, you ever seen Venture Brothers? They got the guild. They got the guild on their side. And who is the sovereign? I don't know who he might be. Papa might be the sovereign. But it's like, man, you got all these people that are super villains. I'm talking about super evil. Bill Gates and all these people like that. And you mean to tell me...
The reason there's so much wealth inequality and that so many people live paycheck to paycheck is because of the immigrant, or because of the trans person, or because of your neighbor.
He said the T
word.
The
T word. Is that what this is about? Really? It's really about the T word.
Yeah.
This leadership, the Democratic leadership, is all about the T word. And that's really
not about that.
What they're fighting. And America wanted that out.
America rooted and is not about that. You have to understand.
That's all they ever talk about.
That's what you guys are talking about. You're talking about something that rips the fabric of a country. It's just amazing.
It cuts off reproduction.
It cuts off everything. Cuts off God, cuts off everything. But
they're distorting the image of God, and they are all, that's what they're fighting for. Okay.
The same thing doing the Olympics.
They lied. It's because of corrupt billionaires like Elon Musk and corporations, not our fellow working people.
Man, look.
Elon got money. He doesn't need your money.
He's not interested.
He's not interested. He's trying to help Trump.
And Elon want to go to Mars. Elon ain't.
You say he want to go to Mars.
Elon working on going to Mars. He has multiple investments.
I'll end by saying this. We might have a
I
few.
gotta say something on that.
We're not gonna be the minority.
We're gonna do this. This brother's so ignorant. Let me tell you who he is. He just laid down, like, I'm telling you, out of the vitriol and the hate that he's spitting out of his mouth, right, about this man. And he's spitting it about all of these billionaires, right? He said, oh, these billionaires. Well, how do you become a billionaire? Well, you have to have multiple businesses, number one. You have a business mindset, multiple investments. You don't get it just by one thing. It don't work like that.
What have they done? But
he's complaining about what they're doing. They took the time to say, you know what, today I'm gonna start a business, man. You know what, today I'm gonna start the Trump company. Right? For example, right? When Donald Trump decided to start that company and take, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do in real estate, and I'm gonna push it. And I'm gonna, you know what? And then I'm gonna start other multiple businesses and other. And he did it just like that.
He did.
Same difference with Vivek Ramaswamy. Same thing with J.D. Vance. All these guys own businesses. Oh, wait a minute. Sounds like these guys have some type of structure on knowing how to run things.
And they're profitable.
These other people, they're making up programs to keep growing the government, and the government keeps grabbing control of an aspect of your life because of these different programs they're creating.
That people are dependent
that
on.
People become dependent on, and the money is coming from other people who are working out there making their own businesses and all these things. You don't get it?
Let me press play.
Be the opposition. We're not going to allow them to steal from our people, from working class people. And we will fight, we will provide oversight, and we will win. Let's go!
Let's give it up for Representative.
What you give them?
I'm gonna give a thumbs down. I'm gonna give a thumbs down. Let me tell you why. Where y'all was at when Kamala Harris running and she was out there spitting that ignorant stuff? Where y'all was at? Where y'all was at, all these great talkers and all these super fighters for the Democratic Party? Where y'all was at when the DNC happened? Ain't none of y'all was on that stage doing anything like this.
Yes, they were.
No, they wouldn't. They weren't even saying that.
They were on stage at the DNC.
They were on stage, but it wasn't this kind of vitriol.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
You better go back and watch the DNC. It was nothing but Trump bad. Trump bad.
No, I'm not talking about no, not the Trump. I know it's the Trump bad.
Okay.
I'm talking about this energy he has, this energy.
Yes, they had energy.
All right, going up. No. But the whole thing is against Kamala. Then they know she was ignorant.
But they're for her, so they're not gonna.
That's what I'm trying to say.
They're not going to go.
Let me reiterate that.
Yeah,
that's what that was about. I said, I'm telling you, man.
Like they're for her.
Nah, them jokers is ignorant, man. Because it's like, bro, y'all weren't even screaming like this. Like I should be in this position to be president, rather than you, because she's ignorant.
Oh, okay.
You know, I've been looking at them like, golly, man, what? Now all of a sudden all these smart people stepping up. That's what I'm saying. All the smart ones, allegedly.
But they're not smart.
They're
These
not
the same
smart,
ignorant people that were at the DNC complaining. Honestly, they the same song. I don't know.
Next up, we have the wonderful Representative Jasmine Crockett from Texas.
Why is it that every time people say her name, we go, oh, Jesus.
It's like it's weighing on me, man. Cause it's like, oh my goodness, people are ignorant, man. They ignorant.
Here she goes.
They're ignorant.
Here she
First
goes.
thing, I got a degree.
Let's see. I got a degree. Degrees
nothing,
don't mean nothing.
Don't mean nothing. I'm telling y'all.
Where is my book up from slavery?
Man, these people, let's just hit play. Let's do this. Let me
try my best not to preach. I just want to say thank you, because every day that we show up in DC, we show up for you. We know who we work for.
Who? The government. That's who they work for. They don't work for the people. They get that check.
You're not doing nothing for the people. Who are you showing up for? Your wigs?
They cutting out all the positions that they all went. They found out they went
on OPM.
They went on OPM. They went on the OPM.gov, I believe, the website, and they found that job. They had all these listings, and they figured I'm gonna get this position. All I need is this degree and this here, and all I gotta do is to come and apply for the job, and I'm in there, and I can sit in this position for 20 years or more and just collect money.
Cannot.
That's what they do, man. I already know what time it is.
Here we go.
know that we work for the American people. And what we're not going to do is stand around while they pull this bullshit that they trying to pull right now. This is why I'm not going to be able to preach, because I probably won't be able to stop cussing. But let me tell y'all something. I know some of y'all have been frustrated, and you've been saying, where are the Democrats? Where are the leaders? Well, I'm here to tell you that we ain't never left y'all, all right? We are here. We are also going to make...
Is she a leader?
Hollering for.
Is this the best that we can do?
What's she hollering for? I'm trying to figure this out.
She said the leader. See, this is rate the leadership, and we're rating these leaders right now. Is she's the leader? She just said she's the leader. A leader of who?
The ignorance. Ignorant people
Of
need a
the
leader
ignorance?
too. Ignorant people need a leader too.
Well, we're rating this leadership. Let's see how it goes.
Prophet Jeremiah said they just like God had it written in the prophet Jeremiah. They all dumb dogs.
Oh my God. Here we go. What's she fussing about now? Is my daughter say. What's she fussing about now?
Goodness, man. This is ridiculous, man.
sure that they uphold the law. We are not going to sit around while you go ahead and desecrate our Constitution, or you look at the laws that have been passed into law and say, never mind, we'll just ignore that. Instead, we are going to be in your face, we are going to be on your asses, and we are going to make sure,
She said, going to change the laws that will pass into law. She talking about that trans stuff.
What they put a law.
They put the law. They made the law.
What does the Bible say? They take sin and frame it with a law.
Yeah, they take sin and frame it with a law. 100%.
That's what they're fighting
She just say it ain't the old values of America or anything to that nature. Anything that changed after even in the 1800s, after slavery and all these things that happened within the country that was changed, everything was ratified. Yeah. Right, and put in order so everyone that's coming out of that situation on both ends can make good. You see what I'm saying? They already had it set up. It was already set up good. I said, but then now I'm listening to her and her ignorance. I was like, what she talking about? These new laws that were made up through who? The old Biden. Biden. Well, let me bring it back to Obama.
Let me tell you something. They're fighting
the gay marriage stuff, and then boom,
alphabet community.
It was destroyed when Trump got it out of the way. And then boom, Joe Biden put it back into play. So that's the laws that she talking about. It ain't nothing else she talking about, y'all.
Obama set it in. Trump took it out. Biden put it back in.
Yeah, and then they mad.
Trump had to come, take it back out.
And then they mad because they topping it off with the commandments of God. Now they trying to act like everybody's like, oh, you a hypocrite if you putting in the commandments of God. Well, what about what you do? Wait, no. You mean to tell me it's okay to do all this other sin and all that stuff? Teaching the children the right way.
They're Satanists.
That is worship the devil.
They don't want the commandments in the school.
They don't want to go.
I don't know.
They had the Baphomet. What about Oklahoma? Had a whole Baphomet statue with all they Satan worship laws.
But that's who they worship.
They had that in Oklahoma State Capitol House.
Isn't the Baphomet a transformer?
Yeah, then Lisa Keys, she throwing her fingers up and all that nonsense on the.
We ain't gonna go there. Let's finish Jasmine.
You understand what democracy looks like, and this ain't it. So let me tell you something, Mr. Trump. You gonna learn a few lessons from us. And I'm gonna be the first one. You and your little friend off of Twitter.
Girl, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Then we'll find
if
out
she don't send her peon of a cockroach self
they about to peel her. Let me tell y'all. Go ignorant. Because now you open yourself up. You've been hanging around with Alex Soros. They're about to peel that information on your ass, ma'am. And I guarantee you, when they finish peeling back all the corruption that you got in your back pocket, you're going to wish
the thing is, you can be fired.
And then they think that they get this sense of power where they feel that, oh man, you don't understand what God got going on in this country. What that Deuteronomy 28 all about.
Made her feel so puffed up that she feels like she can talk to the president of the United States, knowing who he is. This ain't no pushover man.
And they won't do that to no other president or any other ruler in the other country because
Somebody that made them, they feel empowered. I'm telling you, she feels empowered.
And they always displaying this in all these other countries. I hate it because the other countries see this nonsense too.
It seems like America can't get their people in order.
And it's like it's a total man. She ain't never lived nowhere. She ain't been nowhere before.
She's been to college. Okay, that's what her main achievement. Her degrees, her master's degrees, her law degree. Honey, none of that means anything when you're dealing with real life.
It don't mean a damn thing. I bet you can't build no business from scratch. But anyways,
she's one of those politicians in the book Up From Slavery. Well, that's all they went to do was just collect the government check.
I'm just trying to let me know what. Let me do like this.
And it's embarrassing. As she is a representative of the Black community, she's embarrassing. She's very embarrassing. I mean, you can say what you want in the comments, but she's very embarrassing.
You said it's wrong.
All about to find out, all right? Now let me be clear. What Maxwell said is true. Our job is to conduct oversight. We both serve on the oversight committee. And right now, the elected leaders who tried to go in, we were told, well, hold on a second. We got to check to see if you can come in.
Good. Keep now, all the bad actors out.
To pal around with Putin, right?
Boom.
He's trying to turn us into Russia.
Yes, he is.
But I got news for him. We, the people, will not go.
Yeah.
It's cold out here, and y'all, yeah, we won't go. We won't go.
So he said Kings up, we take him down.
Not Jasmine Crockett. And Maxine.
Listen, the final thing that I'm going to say is there are those that have said that we may face a constitutional crisis. I want you to know that the crisis is here.
There's no crisis.
What crisis? I keep asking.
The only crisis is because of the transgender rulings that were taken out of
and removing boys out of men's spaces.
For surgeries for children, sex changes for children, in other words.
Moving boys out of girls' spaces.
Taking boys out of girls' spaces and men out of girls' spaces. And
y'all have a problem with this.
And you got an issue with that? Boy.
Rate their leadership. Rate the leadership of these individuals who, matter of fact, the Democrats really don't have a good leader at all.
No, it's not strong at all. It's just I don't know what
they just a bunch of ostriches running around putting their head in the sand.
It's just
that's really, it.
It's like a wolf is in the chicken house.
And
all they do is run around.
That's it.
How they got going on. And boy, listen.
I want you to know that the power belongs to the people, though, y'all. Do not feel powerless in this moment.
When the president got
in the back hollering, "We're the people!"
White dude for Harris. The white dude for Harris. That's who hollering at in the back. You already heard that.
The president said as she conceded the election, she said, "Dark times may be ahead of us." But she said, it's only in the darkness that we can see the stars. I am telling you right now that the stars are right here. It is time for us to shine. It is time for us to be heard. It is time for us to make sure that they know we will not go.
I had a dream.
Thank you.
Like Martin King speech.
All right, next up we've got Senator Jeff Merkley from the great state of Oregon.
What are you giving Jasmine? Did she motivate you to come back to the Democrat Party?
No, that just ran me further away. Yep. She sealed the deal. Oh, yeah, she sealed the deal. I'm like that.
She reminds me of like an ex-girlfriend somebody would run from because they're too loud and just obnoxious.
Oh, yeah.
And too demanding, too alpha, too I'm this, I'm that. Just too. She reminds me of I'm too person.
The thing is, it's evil. It's going like you rocking with Alex Soros, and I know what time.
Oh,
it is.
she's rocking with Alex Soros while she's
Right.
talking about cozying
Like
up
I
to
said.
billionaires.
Yeah, and she the one cozying up to Alex Soros. You guys
Of
know who
all
he is? Of all people on the earth,
billionaires.
the ones who believe in depopulation and getting the population of the earth from 8 billion down to
And
500
Satan.
million, and putting all these programs in children's schools and transgender this and Satan this, all kinds of stuff they implementing, and
That's
and
who
yet
she rocks
they taking
with.
over the media now. The Soros is starting to buy small AM radio stations and all this stuff, man. And
He's getting gospel
y'all
out.
don't see.
Let's go.
All right.
Who's next? Okay.
When we fight, when we fight, when we fight, all right, we're ready to fight, so let's get at it.
What are they fighting for?
They fighting to get that money back, laundering again to them people that they were shooting it out to. You know, USAID.
What are they fighting for?
All them. They fighting to get. They fighting to steal the taxpayers' dollars and put them back in their pockets and back into their organizations that they all about to get discovered on, because they are. Look.
They have not once said what they're fighting for.
Baby, look. Let me tell you something.
It's the leadership.
92% of Congress have trusted foundations.
They laundered right
And
over
they
there.
thinking that, and they've made up. Some of them have made up some fictitious organizations that are NGOs.
The non-government
They are NGOs,
organizations
and they've made up some fictitious things that they've been.
laundering that money to.
I'm gonna say donating to. Or
Did you hear that
funding.
Zelensky said out of the 177 billion that the United States sent to Ukraine, he only received 75 billion, and he doesn't know where the other 102 billion is.
BlackRock?
Let me.
Allegedly.
So, did anybody vote for a government of billionaires for billionaires?
Yes, we did. We knew. I was trying to help him. I was jumping with Elon.
I jump with it too.
You know what I'm saying? I was get it, Elon.
I'm like, yeah, do that jump, brother.
Yes, we did.
Are you ready to stand up and defend our democracy? Yes! What we're in the face of right now is an authoritarian takeover of our country, and we say hell no! Hell no! Hell no! The first thing that an authoritarian dictator wants to do is take down the inspector generals. That's what he did, and we want them restored. We want the inspector generals back in. And then reinstate. And then what happened? He took and went to the FBI offices and had those who cover the executive branch marched out of their offices. That is
Good.
Good, because the ass was crooked as hell.
Drain the swamp. That's what we
They've
elected him to do.
They've been evil and corrupt. FBI,
What are they
CIA, all the alphabet boys is dirty.
They should have
And
known
they got
Trump
to
was coming.
clean it up.
They should have known this man was going to come back.
They
and he
should
was
have
going
been
to come
cleaned
back
up.
hard.
You got all these double agents and triple agents and all that stuff. And then with Joe Biden, it might be quadruple agents. You never know.
He said he was going to drain
I'm like,
the
are you
swamp.
serious, man? Come on, man.
Did they not think that any of this was happening? Did they think that Trump was going to come in and just let everything stay the same? Did they think that they were going to be able to keep going about like nothing is wrong?
That's another thing you can see clearly is a spiritual warfare. You clearly see it's Satanists versus Christians. 100%.
Common sense versus
Oh yeah, common sense.
Anyway,
Common sense Christians.
yes.
I put it like that because I'm looking at
so
it.
wrong. We want the FBI looking at Trump and his team.
You already did.
And then, of course, replace the regular news with propaganda. You see, take the mainstream press, throw them out, put in the right-wing crazies to miss.
Good. I was sick of them anyway. They was just
It weren't even
They was
doing
lying
nothing. They
all
was
the
lying
time.
It's the whole media was
Stirring up
lying,
mess.
stirring up lies to the people.
I'd have done it
They
too.
lied. I mean, just continue. You're supposed to put out liars. You don't keep a liar in your house. If somebody sitting there keep lying on you and your lady, or
And
you
causing
and your,
division.
and lying, you gonna keep him in your house? Hell no,
Stupid.
you got to get out of my house, man, before I put some hands on you.
How is this the leadership? Who elected these guys?
Man, these jokers is wicked as I don't know what. It's funny because they sitting there trying to defend, they just trying to justify that rejection and the evil corruption that they've been orchestrating. They know good. It's like a child about to get caught, and they're like, "Oh boy,
Oh shoot! It's
Well,
35.
Daddy,
We gotta move forward.
Daddy, oh boy, Daddy's on the way home. You about to get it,
Oh
boy.
yeah,
You
you about to get it.
So
Get
all
ready.
right.
Lead the American people. How about we make sure the American people know through every possible network that this authoritarian takeover is happening and that it's not okay, and we're going to make that happen. And the constitutional crisis, it's on us. It's here. They are transferring the power of the purse to the president. There's a fellow called Russell Vogt. He's a white nationalist who despises the working people of this country. He has no role to be in the Office of Management Budget. So while we're kicking Elon out, let's kick him out as well. So, folks, you've got a credible set of speakers right behind me. You're going to hear from them, but you all are the real power here. Use every network. Back home in Oregon, I had 5 town halls this week, and people said, what can we do? Well, how about this? Move with Move On. Join Indivisible. Sign up for the Working Families Party, and let's take back America right now.
Hey!
You want to rate it? Your eyes look very sleepy. You sleepy?
I mean, he's just boring with all his lies. I mean, he lying and he boring and he come with like thumbs down with that.
Okay.
He's terrible. It's like, come on, man. He's stirring up nonsense, man. There you go. Instead of bringing Americans together.
White dudes for Harris. Here we go.
Constantly splitting people apart.
Hey! Ho ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey! Ho ho! Elon Musk has got to go! Hey! Ho ho! Elon Musk has got to go! All right! Wait. I got you fired up. Last time. There we go. Let's hear it. Let's hear it for Jeff Merkley. Thank you. And I'd like to introduce Auntie Maxine, representing Maxine Waters with California.
Hello, everybody. We have convened here in the right place, the Treasury Department. We have got to tell Elon Musk, nobody elected your ass. Nobody.
The president did. He has all the power and authority to do so.
The president
The president of the United
appointed
States
him.
of America.
Maxine. Listen, I'm sick of her. Look at it. Look. Oh, Maxine.
told you can get all of our.
Maxine been in Congress 80 years.
Mm-hmm. It's time to.
Nothing has changed.
I mean, that goes to show you what kind of. I mean,
She been
politician
in
she is,
power
has not
since Booker
changed
T.
anything.
Washington spoke about them in Up From Slavery. That's Maxine Waters. She's been there. Ain't made no change. Nothing has changed. She's
Nothing's
still
changed.
complaining, still
Nothing's changed.
fussing.
It's her, Al Sharpton, Jesse Jackson.
Ooh, ow. Okay, we're
All
gonna
the
get him
people-
too with this.
I'm just saying, all them people been around and it's still the same thing. She's been around. She's been
Listen.
around just as long as Joe Biden been around. All these people been around. the
She
same amount of
made it
time.
in without DEI,
And-
but she pushing for it.
It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make cat sense. It's,
Who are these people?
private information. Nobody told you you could be in charge of the payments of this country. We have told you you've made enough money off our government yourself. And now you want to take everybody.
She's mad because they kicking her out. They're getting rid of her programs, and they're going to find out what she's doing. They're going to find out what they're doing in California, and y'all in trouble, man. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. They're going to cry. Let them crack the code. They scared.
And make sure that they don't make the kind of money that you've made. Oh, you want to use our money to go to Mars? No. We want to use our money right here in Washington, D.C., in this country. We want to make sure that all of our federal employees are protected. We've got to make sure that you know and understand. Nobody elected you. You think you're the president of the United States of America, the co-president that can take over, go into our private payment system and do whatever you want to do. You got another thought coming. We're going to stop you right now. Ladies and gentlemen,
So now we see that Maxine wants the country to fail. She wants it to keep going down a downward spiral. That's what she wants.
She did it the last. She did it when Trump first got
all
in.
The corruption.
She did it while Trump was out.
She wants.
And she's doing it right now. They're like, how many cycles of this we gonna go through with her? It's like that. I mean, just in the spotlight of it. I'm saying
the abuse of the children.
They're not talking about.
She wants it all. They're not talking about anything relevant that makes sense to the taxpayer.
They're not talking about getting. They want to keep illegal immigrants here. They want to keep the illegal ones.
They are not.
Everybody who didn't go through the process. I got a friend that's been trying to get it legally, and he couldn't get in because all the illegals was getting let in. They were letting them in, but the people that's going through the paperwork and the process, they're denying them and turning them around.
Honey, these people are nuts.
So that doesn't make any sense. And the people with the criminal backgrounds and all that, they coming through the back door. They getting citizenship. Ain't this, what kind of nonsense?
We're at a crisis in this country. We're in a crisis in this country because Trump and Elon Musk and the billionaires have decided they're going to put us all in our place. They're going to.
Good. You need to be put in your place. You've been coloring outside the lines way too long. Using the wrong colors, the wrong crayons on the wrong coloring book.
And you know what? It's time that somebody gets in office knows how to read a profit and loss sheet. I mean, they should know how to do this. Joe Biden wasn't doing it. We're just losing. No profits. Just everybody losing. Now someone comes in that know how to read these sheets, know how to understand how business works. And put it back in order.
Financial statements.
Because they're shutting down all them garbage offices.
What Elon is
and
doing.
All the waste that you guys are putting this through.
He's reading all the financial statements.
You got to cut this off. This is just a waste of money.
Because America's
now
in the red.
That back into, we can put that back into the business instead of losing it out of the business. That's how you build a business. Not what she's talking about again. You don't make a company great by giving away all the money, bleeding it out. Just throwing it anywhere because we could do that. Nah, it doesn't work like that. You just can't keep printing money.
Listen, Maxine and her wigs then got on my last nerve.
Can we just rate out and go?
Run this country.
Yeah.
Make sure that they take over everything. Are we gonna let them do that? Are we gonna let them run this government in the way that they can make even more money? And so they won't stop. It is so brazen. Every day they're taking new actions. They're taking executive actions. Every day they're doing something. Do you know that Trump and the billionaire class have created more cryptocurrency? Do you know that cryptocurrency is not a donation, it's not an investment, it's going into their pockets? Do you understand?
Well, create you one, Maxine. Everybody else creating one. Andrew Tate got one. Who is the other? Amber Rose. She even got her own coin. Even Lil Pastor do. Yeah, why come you can't do it, Maxine? You ain't doing it right. See,
And it's
Nancy
not
did
going
it
to
right.
Their pocket.
Pelosi did it right.
Fun for America. Which
Nan-
is probably fun the university.
I think Maxine jealous that she didn't. Her time is up, and she didn't get all the corruption she could.
It's just, I mean,
Now it's
Pelosi
time
out
for her
the
to
way.
go. Pelosi out the way.
She out the way. Pelosi gone. She out here. She gone. So you know what? She going to retire.
You got this, Maxine.
And she broke her hip. Pelosi broke her hip. She out.
Oh, Maxine. Anyway, let's move on to Reverend Al Sharpton, because he's upset that Trump did away with diversity, equity, and inclusion. So he gave, 100 people $25 to go into Costco so they can protest? Well, let's see what he is talking about and what he's going to do. Let's see.
For 90 days, they're going to do a study of what companies have pulled out of DEI and what companies
Put him in the back.
and what companies have a small margin of profit. And we in 90 days are going to
I'm
announce
still looking at his face.
the 2 companies that we're going after. And we
What did he just say? Hold on.
For 90 days, they're going to do a study of what companies have pulled out of DEI and what companies have a small margin of profit. And we in 90 days are going to announce the 2 companies that we're going after. And we're going to ask everybody in this country, black, white, brown, gay, straight, woman, trans, don't buy.
You get a T word?
There you go. It's supposed to be a Reverend now. Reverend. Reverend is only the Lord's name,
You
brother.
hear the T word?
Only the Lord's name is Reverend. And I can tell you, it's 100% false prophet. But
Greasy
it's
out shop.
greasy.
Here we go.
Where you are not respected.
Did he say don't shop where you're not respected? Who's not respecting you?
Respect.
These CEOs don't even know who you are.
Nobody cares.
You're punishing the employees who get the paycheck from the companies.
Yeah, you're punishing them. You ain't punishing the people at the top.
What kind of leader is this? Al?
People doing their shopping, some of them specifically choosing Costco after other companies ditched their diversity, equity, and inclusion policies. Our Brittany Miller spoke to shoppers today in Harlem.
This wasn't your average trip to the grocery store. Every purchase had a purpose.
We're going to shop where we're wanted.
100 members of the National Action Network joined Reverend Al Sharpton to shop
Go
Does that
after other
mean
companies
we're gonna
go
shop where we're
after other
wanted?
companies ditched their diversity, equity, and inclusion
Hold on, I'm
policies.
trying to. What does that mean? We're going to shop where we're wanted.
Nobody cares about your sexual preference and all that, man, unless you go out there dangling.
Nobody is discriminating against
cares.
you.
Nobody cares, man.
Who is walking in the store saying, "Ma'am, are you this sexual preference, or are they stopping you because of your skin color?" Who's doing that?
Nobody doing that, man.
Who are these ignorant people? They cannot be representing us as Black Americans.
Brittany Miller spoke to shoppers today in Harlem.
This wasn't your average trip to the grocery store. Every purchase had a purpose.
We're going to shop where we're wanted.
100 members of the National Action Network joined Reverend Al Sharpton to shop at Costco in support of the company's commitment to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Shareholders recently voted against a proposal to assess the risks.
This is not a boycott. This is a boycott, where we are buying into companies that are supporting DEI measures.
This comes days after President Donald Trump signed an executive order to get rid of DEI programs. Related documents on websites like the U.S. Office of Personnel Management are gone. An HBCU conference at Rutgers University, funded by the Department of Labor, was canceled. The president has also called for all federal DEI staff to be put on paid leave and eventually laid off.
DEI started to gain traction after the killing of George Floyd. Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race.
Because of George Floyd?
He said because of George Floyd. That's what he said. That was the cause 2 years ago. They said DI was started. It was started.
A crackhead who overdosed on fentanyl, allegedly, who was out here beating women and terrorizing people.
Mm-hmm. That's what he said it was started for. With nothing else.
Because he's a race baiter.
And he said because of racism.
He is a race baiter. Always have been.
It wasn't racism that killed that man.
No.
Overdosed. That man was high.
It was not racist. He shouldn't have been in trouble. No way. He was around here doing dumb stuff, passing fake money.
He was doing a lot of bad stuff, man. He was begging for it.
He was begging for it.
You can't keep skating on thin ice and skating and sinning.
And when Jesus is done with you, he's done with you.
It's like people don't. Oh my goodness, man. I mean, but he made it's like he said that's the whole cause of it.
It's the cause. This is
the whole cause because of this dude George Floyd.
It's the cause.
This is the reason why we got DEI.
DEI started to gain traction after the killing of George Floyd. Corporations came forward and said, we're going to do diversity. We're going to do this because race needs to be dealt with.
Recently, Amazon, Walmart, McDonald's, and Meta have all rolled back their...
What's that got? You know, I had CEOs call me when that happened, and they were like, there's something I want to do, that, and the other. And I told them to their face. I said, don't you put people in higher positions just because of the color of their skin. You make sure that they have the skills, and the knowledge to run that department. Because if you put someone incompetent in charge of something you have built, they will destroy it. I don't care if you black, white, yellow, green, red.
If they don't have the skills to pay the bills, they will run your business to the ground.
To the ground.
Everybody in your corporation, everybody who works for you, everybody who works with you, they will be out of business. There's no business, man. There's no more job in this. It will be shut down, period.
They will run it to the ground.
If you put somebody, again,
who is unqualified,
who has no knowledge, and you want to put that person in charge, man, come on, bro. Come on, people.
It's too much. Let me keep going
now.
Policies. The latest company to ditch DEI is Target.
I think many of them are realizing that these DEI programs were unfair. We find out when it's actually implemented, it's more like
Not true at all.
DEI programs basically prevent us from going backwards to a time when white supremacy and white straight men ruled the law of the land. So we are trying to prevent that pushback, which is clearly happening in this administration right now.
And this isn't the end to their...
They're trying to change the Bible. You know that, right? They're trying to change the course of the Bible.
Yeah, it ain't work like that, though.
It don't work like that. Y'all need to go read the Bible. And
I don't know why they think it's
like they're in control. God is in control of all of this.
Like they have no idea.
But anyway, stop looking for handouts. My grandparents were very successful, and there was no DEI in place. Your grandfather was successful.
There was no DEI in place.
Your parents, my parents.